Hey guys, what's up? Shannon here. Happy Tuesday. For those that don't know me, my name is Shannon Wooten. I am a health and lifestyle coach. I help women take the headache out of clean eating and exercise and make it easy. So today I want to talk to you about 3 simple steps that you may already be doing, and that's great, that will help you clean up your eating or are considered clean eating aspects, or 3 simple steps that you're not doing that are super simple and will also help you clean up your eating. So number 1 is ditch the salt. Salt is terrible for you. It's bad for your blood pressure. Having too much of it can lead to increased blood pressure and heart attack, heart disease, and clogged arteries. You don't need salt. Have you ever tried cooking without it to see how much difference it makes? One thing that I've learned in cooking vegetables with salt is it actually helps the vegetables to retain water instead of retaining flavor. So if you take the salt out of things, it's actually really good for you and really good for your cooking. You don't need it. There are salt substitutes. No salt added is a seasoning that I use in place of salt. I don't use salt at all in my cooking. It's very, very good to take it out. It's good for your heart. It's good for you. 2 is ditch the butter. You don't need it. Unless you're baking something that's like a 3-tier cake that requires lots of butter for, it to be moist and kind of stick together, you don't need butter. You don't need it. Butter is a saturated fat. And again, that's really bad for your health. So as a butter substitute, you can use olive oil. You could use extra virgin olive oil. I don't use butter at all in any of my cooking. I simply use oil. Again, as another aspect that's really good for your heart and for your health and is a clean eating method, don't use butter. Use oil instead. And number 3 is greens. Eat your greens. Greens, they're natural vitamins. They're really good for them. You need them every day because they're considered a water-soluble food, which means that they can burn really easily. They're really good for your body's energy and what it needs to burn energy, but because it can be burned so easily, it's not something that your body's going to store like fat. So you're going to need to constantly replenish it, regenerate it. That's why you need about 4 to 5 servings a day. And it's also really good to help control your blood pressure, really good for your heart. It's really good for your diet. It doesn't matter how you get it in. If you look it up, I like keeping things really simple. So one of the things that I'll do is I'll buy frozen vegetables. Yes, I buy frozen vegetables and I will cook them on the stove. Or if I don't feel like it, buying frozen vegetables and I want something fresh, yeah, sure, I'll buy that too. But if I want a salad, which primarily we have a salad every night with dinner, I'll buy a bagged salad. Bagged salad is just as good for you. You don't need the creamy dressing. You don't need the ranch dressing. Use the oil I just mentioned before with some vinegar, and that's your dressing. So the 3 elements that you may already be implementing into your diet that are super easy for you to either ditch or add. Ditch the butter, ditch the salt. It's really not that great for you, and you don't need them anyways. There are healthier substitutes that you can have. If you need it once in a while, like I said, if you're baking, it's fine to dabble back into it. But the way to keep yourself healthiest is to ditch the butter and ditch the salt in your cooking. You don't need them. There's other spices, there are other methods, and it's better for you. As well as add in as much greens as you can. Your body doesn't produce the benefits and the energy automatically that you get from greens like it does from fat. Your body holds on to fat. It stores fat. But when your body gets vegetables and greens into it, it burns it automatically because it's so freaking good for you. So eat the greens. Those are 3 simple, easy tips. I like to keep it easy. Clean eating is not difficult. Follow those 3 things and you're halfway there. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be, guys. Keep it simple. All right, do good things. Have a good day. Be easy. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.